Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing well and having a good week so far. So this is the first video of a new series that I'm doing on my channel called Let's Talk About. In this series I'm going to be talking about a bunch of different topics and areas, sharing with you guys some of my experiences and my advice as well as some of yours. These videos will probably be some of my longer form content, almost a bit like a little podcast for you guys. So I hope that you guys do enjoy this little series on my channel. So for the first video of this series, I thought I would talk about something that I feel like God has really put on my heart at the moment, something that I've been experiencing a lot and something that I feel like a lot of people have been going through, and that is body image and insecurities. I feel like this is so important to talk about, especially in relation to this new societal concept of the lockdown glow up, which I will be speaking about in more detail later on. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys my story and experience with body image insecurity, as well as some advice that I have found that has helped me and that I really try to live by. I also asked you guys on Instagram to send me your thoughts and feelings and experiences, and I'm going to be adding these in too. I do want to preface this video by saying that I'm not perfect. I do not have it all together. I do not have a perfect view of my body. I struggle with body insecurities on a daily basis. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and let me know what videos you want to see in this series. And also please feel free to share this video with someone that you feel like it's going to be helpful for. Maybe you have a friend or a family member or just someone you know that might be struggling with this and they might need a little bit of encouragement. So please feel free to share it with them and spread this video about, because I feel like it's going to be super helpful for a lot of people. As this video is going to be a long video, why not grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or just any kind of beverage and a snack, and let's just get into this video. So firstly, I thought I would share with you guys my experience with my body image and insecurities and kind of everything like that. So I have always struggled with this from a young age, probably from like I'd say pre-teen was when I really started struggling with this, and it kind of started showing up in my life. So if you don't know me, I'm about 5'2". I'm probably shorter than that, but that's usually what I say. So I am petite and a lot shorter than a lot of my friends, and I would always see all these people in the media, in like magazines, on TV, on social media, and you know, even just my friends, and I would look at these people who were taller than me and skinnier than me, and I would just want to be them. I would just kind of wish that my body was like theirs. I will say that everybody's body is different, and for example for me, I'm small, which means my bones are shorter, which means I can't just grow an extra 4 inches. It's not gonna happen. I can't get taller. But I always looked at people that were taller than me and therefore were skinnier than me because they were obviously taller, and just used to kind of wish that I had their body, that I looked like them. I think also, like I mentioned with the media, like you see things on the media and you see the models and they all have a specific type of body, and I think just seeing that and seeing people like that be praised as beautiful and their bodies be praised as beautiful was something that I feel like was really drilled into my mind, and I feel like was probably drilled into a lot of your minds as well. That's what you class as beautiful, and if your body doesn't look like that body, then you don't feel like you're beautiful or deemed worthy to be called beautiful. This caused me to feel so insecure about myself, I can't lie. I really hated my body because of the way it looked. I hated the fact that I had a bigger bum than a lot of people, the fact that my thighs were a bit bigger, that I don't have much of a thigh gap. I hated that I was shorter, which I physically, there was nothing I could do to change about that. But I just really did not like the way I looked. And I did go through a season where I did struggle with disordered eating, which I don't really talk too much about because it was something that I think probably only lasted like a couple months, and then I was just like, no, like this is not okay, this is not how I should be living, this is not how I should be feeling about my body, which was a really difficult time to go through that, like where I just was like, okay, you know, I'm going to start counting calories, or I'm going to start skipping meals, which I will say is not a healthy thing to do. It is not beneficial for your mental health, your physical health, anything like that. If you guys are struggling with any eating disorders or disorderly eating, then this is something that I would really recommend that you seek help. Even just talk to someone about it and they can help you out. Doing theatre and doing dance, there is a lot of pressure on you to have a perfect physique and a dancer's body, which I don't think necessarily helps me because there was nothing that I could do to change the way my body naturally is, the way my bones are. I've definitely struggled with it a lot, and this is an ongoing journey for me. I have phases where I dip in and out. Some days I'll feel really good about my body and feel really good about myself, and then other times I will literally just like look at myself in the mirror and just be like, I feel like I look so terrible. And I do have moments where I struggle, like literally this week where I went shopping, I bought a couple things from H&M, came home, tried them on, nothing fitted or looked right, and I had a little breakdown because I was just so mad at myself because I gained weight and I wasn't happy with the way I looked in these clothes. It was definitely not an easy day that day, but I feel like it's really important to kind of start by sharing with you guys that, so then I can go on and let you guys know some of the advice that I have been given that I really try and tell myself and is really helpful for me when I struggle with body image and insecurities, and something that I feel like is going to be so helpful for you guys too. So here it is. So one of the things that I try to remember and tell myself on a daily basis, and that is clothes are made to fit you. You are not made to fit the clothes. I feel like this is such an important thing to stress because, as I said, like this week I went to buy clothes from the shop. I came home to try them on because obviously with COVID at the moment a lot of fitting rooms in stores aren't open, and I always used to be so hard on myself if I tried on something that was a size 8 and then it didn't fit me, but in my head I'm like, I am a size 8, why don't I fit this? And this kind of attitude of kind of fitting into the clothes is so dangerous. Clothes are meant to fit you, they're meant to make you feel confident and make you feel comfortable. You're not meant to fit inside the clothes. And this really ties into my second point, which is it is okay if you outgrow your clothes. If you're a teenager watching this video, or if you are just anyone, your body is going to change over time. Your weight is probably going to fluctuate. Your, muscle to fat ratio is probably going to fluctuate as well. Your boob size, for example, is going to fluctuate. That is okay. Let's normalize the idea of our bodies changing. For example, for me, I have some of my summer clothes that I pulled out for this year and I didn't fit some of it and I had grown and I was so down about it. I was like, these pair of size 6 shorts don't fit me anymore. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get something bigger because I've gained weight. Like, what is this? But I'm like, no. It is okay. It is okay to gain weight and it is normal. It's healthy. And you know what? If you outgrow your clothes, if that pair of jeans doesn't fit you anymore, then guess what? Buy yourself a new pair of jeans. Do not worry about trying to lose weight so you can fit into them. Just wear the clothes that make you feel comfortable. And in that, I try and remind myself to not let the sizes get me down. And I'd say that to you guys too. Whether it is a number or a letter, it does not define you. You can walk into a bunch of different high street shops and try on clothes, and in one store you may be a small, in one store you may be a medium, in one store you may be a large, or maybe you're like a 6 or a 10 or a 12. It doesn't matter. Every store has different kind of sizes that they put out there, but that size doesn't define you, and it doesn't matter if at one place you're a different size, then at another place you're bigger or you're smaller. It doesn't dictate who you are and it doesn't define your body. It's just the size of the clothes that fit you. And for so long I used to get myself down because I'd be like, oh, but I'm usually a size 6 in this store, but now I need to get a size 10. Like, I don't understand that. And let's be honest, I don't think anyone really understands how or why clothing companies have different kind of sizes. I wish there was one straight kind of size across all stores. If you need to go a size up in your jeans to make them fit comfortably for you so that they're not tight, then do it. Something that is also so true to remember is that not everything you see in the media is a true representation. On social media, so like on Instagram, in magazines, on TV, on clothing websites, everybody has the ability to Photoshop their body. Not all of those pictures or videos, because believe it or not, you can actually Photoshop videos. Not all of those are a good representation or a realistic representation. Photoshop and poses can make a huge huge amount of difference. I feel like this is something that a lot of influencers and a lot of people with big followings are starting to put out there, and to kind of just show the difference that these things can really make. And I think it's important to not compare your body with what you see online, and it is really important to not compare yourself to other people. And for so long I would just see these people online, see them tall, skinny, long legs, everything like that, and just kind of wish that was me, but that's not going to be me. And sometimes with that, you just need to unfollow. You just need to cut that negativity out of your life. If it's not feeding you positively and if it's not helping you feel good about yourself, then you don't need to see it. But that is a whole premise for a new video. This is definitely something that is starting to get a little bit more normalized in other areas of body image. For example, a lot of online clothing stores are now not editing out stretch marks, skin dimpling or cellulite or anything like that, trying to just show that it is normal to have a body like that, which is so important. I cannot stress it enough. Something that I've also learned a lot about recently, which is actually something that one of my friends highlighted on my Instagram, is the importance of body neutrality and having a body neutral perspective. So a lot of the time we talk about body positivity, of, you know, full-blown encouraging yourself, saying I'm beautiful, I am skinny, and then the opposite side of the spectrum you have the critiquing where you think, oh, I look chubby in this, I look fat, I've gained weight, I am not worthy of love because I am not a size 6 or something like that. It's important to sit in the middle and have a neutral state between those, because otherwise you can fluctuate between these two really damaging perspectives, because being overly critical of yourself is damaging, but also being overly positive can also be damaging, because when you're having those moments, those low moments of being critical about yourself, it makes it so much more harder. So having a body neutral attitude is recognizing that your body is a body that can function, that your body allows you to be able to go about your day and do the things you love. And equally, it's important to look after your body. Your body is something that is important to look after. It's important to make sure that you are fueling your body with everything that your body needs to survive and everything like that. It's having that positive respect to your body and acknowledging that you are not your body. Your body doesn't define you. The way you look doesn't define you. One of my friends also highlighted this, which is that it is important to appreciate your body for what it does and recognize all the good things that your body has been able to do for you, which is 150,000% true. There are so many great things about your body. Your body keeps you breathing, your body keeps you hydrated, your body pumps blood around you, your body enables you to do those high intense things. You know, as a dancer, your body enables you to be able to do 5 hours of dance every single day. It's so important to recognize all the things that your body does as opposed to the way your body looks. Another thing that I try and remind myself is that setting unrealistic goals for our bodies is essentially almost setting ourselves up for failure. So for example, for me, setting myself an unrealistic goal in my head, or like the unrealistic like body goal of being 5'6" and having long legs and being skinny, is really unrealistic, because I can't change the length of my bones, I can't change the way that I am genetically made, the height that I am, that is not possible to change. I can't just get implants to make myself taller. So therefore, me having that attitude when I was younger sets myself up for failure, because there is no way that I can reach those goals. And equally now, I have really strong glutes and I have really strong quads, and what that means is I could lose all the fat I want to on my legs and on my bum, but I will not be skinny. I will not have a slimmer lower body because I have that muscle there, if that makes sense. I do want to say that it is okay to say that you want to lose weight or you want to gain weight. It's okay if you want to make healthier choices in life. It's okay if you want to cut out certain food or you want to exercise and everything like that. That is okay. It is okay to have goals for your body, but keep them realistic. And in that vein, it is also important to make sure that the reasons that you have for taking care of your body are for healthy reasons. Like I said, it's okay if you want to exercise or eat healthily or, you know, lose weight, gain weight, but make sure that you are doing it for the right reasons. If you're doing it for the reason of, I want to be skinnier, I want to look prettier, I want to change the way I look, then that can be really damaging, because you're always going to want to be skinnier. You're always going to think that you still aren't skinny enough or you aren't pretty enough. You have to do it for the right reasons. For me, I want to eat healthy because I want to get some good sources of energy and nutrition in my body, which can fuel me for my day ahead and fuel me for my workouts. And I want to exercise and work out not because I want to change the way my body looks, but because I want to feel stronger, not just physically but also mentally. And I think it's important to make sure that you do have good reasons for this. And then the final thing I'd say on my advice for body image insecurities is to not let societal pressure dictate how you feel about your body. Society's definitions of beauty and the perfect body image is forever changing. I will literally insert a picture here of just over the centuries how what society has deemed beautiful has changed. It fluctuates from being small and curvy to being tall and skinny and everything like that. So don't let the pressure of society or the current trends or desired body types or just looks in general dictate the way that you feel about yourself, because obviously, one, it's unrealistic to have all these ever-changing perspectives and ideas of beauty, but it is not possible to meet all of those. So you just got to focus on yourself and just feeling good about who you are and not about what society says you are. So next I'm going to be talking about the new concept in society, or the new idea of a lockdown glow up, and just how damaging this can be, especially with body image. So firstly, I'm just going to explain it because I don't know if this is something that is widely held around the world. I know this is something that has been floating about over social media over here in the UK, but I don't know if this is something that other countries have. So obviously, we've been in a global pandemic, and in England we have had 3 lockdowns. And a few months ago, this whole concept of a lockdown glow up came up, which I believe kind of started when the government announced that everything would reopen on the 21st of June, which has been delayed till July now. And everybody was speaking about, let's make sure we glow up for the end of lockdown, let's lose all our lockdown pounds, let's be skinny. It's important to recognise that it is damaging, not just in a way for body image, but it can also be quite damaging in other ways, because it's all about productivity over lockdown and mental health, and there's a lot that it kind of has in the umbrella of a lockdown glow up, but I'm going to be speaking specifically about it in relation to body image. So I did get a couple dictionary definitions up. So according to the Urban Dictionary, which is obviously so reliable, a glow up is defined as a mental, physical and an emotional transformation for the better, which can encompass lots of different aspects of an individual. However, for some reason, society's kind of view of a glow up has completely changed to be reduced down to the physical and aesthetically pleasing attributes which are seen on social media. For example, you go on TikTok, you're on Instagram, and you see all these people thriving and having a lockdown glow up, and it's really impossible to have that standard and compare yourself to that standard. And the really damaging aspect of a glow up is the glow down. Now, also defined by the Urban Dictionary as somebody who used to be attractive and has actually decreased in attractiveness, which, having both the idea of a glow up and a glow down, is so damaging for so many reasons that I probably don't even need to explain to you guys. One of my friends sent this really incredible paragraph kind of thing, which I'm gonna just read off because I thought it was so good not to share, and I think just kind of the premise of this section of the video. So he said this: does society need to have this requirement for a lockdown glow up? Why do we feel the need to perform and justify the pandemic and have to prove that the lockdown needed to have a worthy outcome? Why can't we reason with ourselves / each other that this last year has been really interesting and that it's okay to be slightly chubbier, etc, etc. We shouldn't have to be anxious about it because it doesn't align with society's continuously changing, high and unachievable requirements to be accepted and appreciated. I feel like I don't need to say anything because that's such a mic drop. But it's so important to just recognise that everybody has gone through so many different things throughout these lockdowns, and it's important to remember that if you've got through the other side of the lockdown, then you are doing great. Just surviving and getting through it is good enough. Some people may be coming out of the lockdowns better than they entered it. However, some people might be coming out of these lockdowns in a much more harder position than they entered it. And that is fine. This has been a difficult time for so many people. I know so many people who have lost loved ones and friends and everything like that, or just feel like they've lost themselves through this lockdown. So with this being said, it is so difficult to have the idea and the concept of a lockdown glow up, because for a lot of people, they haven't had that space to do that. And it's also really damaging, because why should we have to have a lockdown glow up? Why can't coming out of a lockdown, if it is in a worse state than we went in, why is that not okay? It should be okay. I never understood the concept of a glow up in society anyway. I think there are positives of a glow up in terms of mental health and just kind of improving yourself and being a better person and, you know, everything like that. But physical elements of a glow up, I always really struggle to understand, because it's just trying to fit in and reach society's expectations of beauty, which, as we've said, are not realistic and are ever changing. One of my friends also sent this in. She said, the pressure of a lockdown glow up in appearance presents so many more issues with body image and the anxieties of having to look good. And this presence of a glow up shouldn't be there, which I completely agree with. And the expectation of a lockdown glow up is so unfair for people who have had a really hard season during this time. As I've said many times in this video, society's definition of beauty and the perfect body image is forever changing. So it's important to be you and embrace the way you look, and if that does mean that you want to lose some weight or gain weight, that is okay, but just focus on doing it for you and being how you want to be, as opposed to how society says you have to look or be. So that is everything I kind of wanted to say with this video and in this topic, and that is everything that I've had from you guys that I really wanted to share. And I hope that you guys did listen to this whole video, and if there's anything that you guys have, maybe there is some experiences that you have with this or any advice, then please do feel free to put them in the comments. As always, my channel is a safe space for every single person, and I want everybody to feel like they are comfortable and that they can express how they feel. So please do go ahead and pop things in the comments. Also, do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you do not miss any of my videos. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you found this really helpful and you have anyone in mind that you think this would really benefit, or maybe you just want to share this on social media to get people to listen to this, to get people to understand that they're not alone in the way that they feel, then please go ahead and do that. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did go ahead and share this video. And I will leave you guys by encouraging you that you are beautiful the way you are, that you do not need to change and you do not need to conform to society's expectations of what is beautiful. I love you guys so much, but Jesus loves you more, and I hope that you guys have a blessed week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!